These are the things that were once found in every American home, but today, even mentioning them falls under the law. Some saved lives, some took lives, and some were so dangerous they were erased forever. Are you ready to discover which products America has wiped from its history? Imagine if somebody told you that there were certain everyday items that you couldn't purchase anymore. You'd probably think that they were joking, or maybe that it's not true, because most things are available for purchase. But these are actually real products that are completely banned from being sold in the United States, and some of them have been banned for surprising reasons. From a popular children's toy to an over-the-counter medicine, here are 10 everyday products you can't buy anymore in America. No. 1. Aerosol cans. Did you know that in the United States it is illegal to sell aerosol cans that contain any type of CFC? CFCs are man-made compounds that were widely used in refrigerators, air conditioners and propellants for things like spray cans. However, the problem is that once they reach the upper atmosphere, they can cause significant damage to the ozone layer. That's why in 1978, the US Congress passed the Consumer Product Safety Act, which ended up banning the use of CFCs in all types of products, including spray cans. The only way that you can still get your hands on aerosol cans today is if they contain an exempt substance or if they are being used for a commercial purpose. Number 2. Asbestos. Asbestos is a naturally occurring fibrous mineral that was commonly used in construction materials because of its durability and fire retardant properties. Unfortunately, it was found that asbestos fibers can cause serious health issues, including lung cancer and mesothelioma. Because of this, the Environmental Protection Agency banned asbestos in 1989. It might seem like an obvious choice to ban such a dangerous material, but it also meant that thousands of jobs were lost in the mining and manufacturing industries. No. 3. Brominated button batteries. These small batteries are commonly found in things like watches and other small electronic devices. However, the problem with them is that they can be very dangerous if they're ingested. If a person swallows one, it can end up getting stuck in their throat and cause serious internal burns. That's why in 2009, the US Consumer Product Safety Commission issued a ban on the sale of these types of batteries to help prevent accidents from happening. No. 4. Chlorofluorocarbons. CFCs are another ozone-depleting substance that's similar to CFCs. They were commonly used in refrigerators, air conditioners and propellants for things like spray cans. But just like CFCs, they were also damaging the ozone layer. Because of this, the United States signed a treaty in 1987 that agreed to phase out the production of CFCs. By the year 2000, the United States had completely stopped producing CFCs, and as a result, the ozone layer began to heal. Number 5. Cigarettes. Believe it or not, cigarettes were actually legal to sell in the United States until 1938 when the Federal Cigarette and Tobacco Act was passed. This law required that all cigarette packages had to include a warning that cigarettes were not safe. While it might seem like a common-sense measure to include on a pack of cigarettes, at the time it was the first law of its kind that required companies to warn consumers about the dangers of their product. Number 6. Glass mirrors. In the early 1900s, glass mirrors were considered to be a luxury item that only the wealthy could afford. However, in 1915, the United States Congress passed the Glass Ceiling Act, which placed a tariff on all imported glass mirrors. This act effectively banned the sale of any glass mirrors in the United States, but thankfully, it didn't last very long and the ban was lifted in 1921. Number 7. Lead. Lead was commonly used in paints, gasoline and water pipes until it was found to be extremely toxic. In fact, even small amounts of lead can cause serious health problems, especially for children. Because of this, the United States government took action to ban the use of lead in many products. In 1971, the use of lead was banned in paint, and in 1986, the Clean Air Act amendments banned the use of lead in gasoline. No paint. Liquid bleach. Liquid bleach is a common household product that's used to clean and disinfect surfaces. However, It wasn't always legal to sell in the United States. In fact, liquid bleach was actually banned for over 20 years after it was first introduced because it was too strong and dangerous to use. It wasn't until 1968 that the United States Congress passed the Fair Packaging and Labeling Act, which made it legal to sell liquid bleach again. Number 9. Metamucil. Metamucil is a popular over-the-counter medicine that's used to treat constipation. However, in 1938, the United States Food and Drug Administration banned the sale of Metamucil because it contained an undeclared ingredient that was known to be toxic. While the manufacturer of Metamucil claimed that the ingredient was safe to consume, the FDA disagreed and continued to keep it banned. It wasn't until 1966 that Metamucil was finally allowed to be sold again, after the manufacturer changed the formula. Number 10. Plastic shopping bags. Plastic shopping bags are convenient, but they're also very harmful to the environment. In fact, plastic bags are responsible for more than 500,000 tons of waste each year. That's why many states, like California and New York, have banned the sale of plastic shopping bags. These bans have been very effective in reducing the amount of plastic waste that ends up in landfills. Hopefully you now know how lucky we are to live in a country that has so many consumer protections in place. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more just like it, then make sure to check out the next one.